First thing you need to know here is the formula for the area of a trapezium. The two parallel sides are A and B, and if the perpendicular distance between them is h, and this formula is given to you in the front of the exam paper, the area is half multiplied by the parallel sides added together, multiplied by h. So if we look at this trapezium, there's my A and B. H, which is the vertical distance, the perpendicular distance between the two, is just there. So the area in this case is going to be half multiplied by a plus b, well that's x plus 5 plus x plus 8, multiplied by the perpendicular distance, which is x. And I'm just going to tidy that up a little bit and make it half x. If I just bring the x forward here, it's going to be easier. And then tidy up the bracket, x plus x is going to be 2x, and that's 2x plus 13. 8 and 5 is 13. And I now know that I'm told that the area of the trapezium is 42. In other words, half x multiplied by 2x plus 13 has to equal 42. What I'm trying to do now is rearrange that so it looks like this. First of all, let's get rid of the half by multiplying both sides by 2. If I multiply the half by 2, it just becomes 1. So I've now got x multiplied by 2x plus 13 is equal to 84. I like the 84. Removing the brackets on the left-hand side here, we've now got 2x squared plus 13x is equal to 84. And to make the quadratic equation, make the right-hand side equal 0, I'm going to subtract that 84 from both sides. So I've got 2x squared plus 13x minus 84 is equal to 0. There's my quadratic equation. Right, now we need to solve the quadratic equation to find x and then the perimeter of the trapezium. It doesn't look very nice to factorise, so I'm going to use the quadratic formula given in the front of the exam paper. X equals minus b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac, all divided by 2a. And in this case, I can see that a is 2 from this equation, b is 13, and c is minus 84. So let's just whack that into the formula. X is going to equal minus b plus or minus, minus 13 plus or minus the square root of b squared, in this case is 169, minus 4 times 2 times minus 84, and that is all divided by 2a, 2 2's 4. Okay, carrying on, so you've got minus 13 plus or minus the square root of, if I work out the bracket now, the 4 times 2 times minus 84, okay, that comes out as minus, so if I just do 84 times 8, comes out as 672. And that's divided by 4. And I'm now going to work out minus 13 plus or minus. If I now do the part inside the square root sign, these are added together. 169 add 672 comes out as 841, and that is divided by 4. And if we work out the square root of 841, it comes out as 29. So I've now got to work out minus 3 plus or minus 29 divided by 4. Now that's going to give me 2 possible answers, which is strange. So let's work them both out. Now the first one comes from doing minus 13 take away 29 divided by 4. I'm not even going to bother working that out. I can see that the top is going to be negative. I'm going to get a negative answer. In fact, it comes out as minus 10.5. And x, because it's a length in a trapezium, cannot possibly be minus 10.5. The other solution comes from doing minus 13 plus 29 divided by 4. Now that looks more likely. It comes out as 16, and 16 divided by 4, as we can see, is 4. So x is equal to 4. Now the question actually asked me to find the perimeter of the trapezium. So let's go back and substitute those in. So from B to C is going to be 4 plus 5, which is 9 centimeters. From A to B, well that's just my x, which is 4 centimeters. From A to D is 4 plus 8, which is 12 centimeters. And here's a problem. CD, we don't know the length of CD. So I'm going to use Pythagoras to work out the length of CD. If we make this into a little right-angled triangle, we know that this is 4 centimeters, and from here to here, if it's 12 centimeters all the way from A to D, I know that from A to this point here is the 9 centimeters that I've got up here. In other words, this little bit down here must be 3 centimeters. So what I've actually got here is a nice little right angled triangle. I should know that this is 5 centimeters because a 3, 4, 5 triangle will always be right angled. Failing that, I could use Pythagoras. I know that x squared, the hypotenuse squared, is going to equal one of the short sides squared plus the other short side squared. So that's 16 plus 9, which comes out as 25. And if x squared is 25, then x must be 5. So this is now 5 centimeters. The perimeter then is found by adding BC plus CD, well that's my 5 centimeters, plus DA, well that's this 12 centimeters, plus A to B, which is 4 centimeters. If we add those up, 9 plus 4, 13, 13 and 12 is 25, plus the 5 here makes a total of 30 centimeters. So the perimeter is actually going to be 30 centimeters, and that gives me the answer to part B.